Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. 28 degrees Celsius today. It's okay. Raining. Beautiful skies. It was actually been kind of cloudy all day. I just brought the clothes in. I just folded them all. Ruth washes, I fold, or I wash, and then I fold because she does a lot of cooking and everything. So I try to help as much as I can. Keep the kitchen as clean as possible. It's my duties. And after everybody comes home, I pick up and do my thing. The only thing I can't do is sweep the floor because I'm yet to find a good broom here. These brooms are only knee high to giraffe. They're very small to an ant. Anyway, so today's video coming up. I hope you guys enjoy this. Stay tuned. Hi, latest update here in the Philippines about Paul. And I want to tell you that thanks for the great comments and thanks for the great things that you guys did. Well, he reached out to Ralphie Topo. And believe it or not, because of the fear of being on TV and being on the show, so more than likely, he actually received some money back. It's $5,000 he received back of money of the $20,000 he put in. It's okay. Apparently they're going to pay him back little by little, but they paid him back $5,000. I'm surprised that he got the $5,000, honestly, but really what they did was deceit, you know. He emailed me and says, woohoo, congratulations, I got $5,000 back, 250,000 peso. They came and knocked on the door where I was staying in a little apartment, and they gave me 250,000 peso and 1,000 in the 1,000, which is 20 bucks. So shout out to them for that. What it is, he contacted the show by email and on Facebook, and they wrote him back and said, okay, we'll start investigation, and apparently whatever happened happened. So shout out for that. Congratulations, Paul, for getting 5K of your money back. You may see more, you may not, but expectedly soon. He said by 1st of June, he's to receive another 5,000. We'll wait and see, and I'll give you guys updates if he does, because of the fear of that situation. As you know, that's kind of a sad thing, you know. You don't really know. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is dentistry, going to the dentist. No matter what, here in the Philippines, it's still cheaper to going to the dentist here than it is going in USA. No matter what, I don't think anybody in the world has more expensive prices on dentists than they do in US. Same thing on eye care is still a little cheaper, but they have gone up in price. Eyeglasses now, where we bought them for 5,000 peso, have gone up considerably since we were there. So we're thinking about getting a new exam and new glasses. We'll wait and see on that. I checked with a friend of mine, just got glasses, and he paid what I paid for 2 sets. He got 1 set for it. It's okay, it's not a big deal. But dentistry, eyeglasses, healthcare here in the Philippines, something that's very important that you guys know, and know this more than I do. Make sure you have some type of card. Even if you sign for Philly Health and you pay whatever the fees they are these days, you still have to have that before you gain entry into a hospital. Now listen, these MaxiCare cards sometimes can be a benefit that actually gets you in the hospital. It's just a preloaded card. They will accept pre-existing conditions up to a certain limit. You guys check that out. There's many other companies out there that does good insurance. But as you know, it's still going to cost you anywhere from minimum of $150 to $350 to $400, depending on your age and depending if you can get pre-existing. A lot of companies now will not insure anybody over 70 years old. They call that a risk. And so as far as health care, if you're over 70 or getting close to 70, they may not do that. So there you go. It's best to always be self-insured in that situation. And what I mean self-insured is a credit card that's got, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, $20,000 available. Even 5,000 is nice, just to have that, the 250 in case something does happen. They will take you in the hospital, but you have to pay the bill before you leave. Some instances people do have to maybe sign a note or something, but it's really extensive process. So just be careful with that. I was listening to a friend of mine, another vlogger, going to the doctors, and he was explaining how really different it is. And sometimes you might need to get a double, triple, quadruple, 3 or 4 doctors' opinion before you go any further. My friend was diagnosed with a heart condition that he needed some stents and open heart surgery. Well, he really upset him. It upset him so bad that he couldn't sleep or eat and things like that. So he went and got another second opinion. The other doctor in Manila said the same thing. Now these are heart surgeons. So practically, he says, okay, I'm just going to fly to Guam. So he's American, non-military. He flew to Guam, went to the hospital there, made an appointment, went to the hospital there. Cost him, what did he say? $150 for a diagnosis. So he paid the $150. So come to find out, he doesn't have anything wrong with his heart. There's not one thing wrong with his heart. Come to find out, they just misdiagnosed it. So make sure, he was so happy. The doctor said, what did they tell you? So he brought the x-rays. He had copies. He said, so he explained it to him in the terms that he could understand. He says, no, you don't have a problem there. No, your heart's fine. So they did EKG. They did all the stuff, the stress test, all the stuff that would do a heart. I had recently done that before I came here, and to make sure everything was okay, But he said that when he got out of there, that was the best, $150, and his plane ticket was $200, which is 10,000 peso, there and back. And it was the best thing he ever did. It was just he said he grabbed his wife and says, let's go. And I can't believe he found 200. I didn't know. Good for him, So make sure you get a second opinion on things that you do. Now, dentistry, sometimes they will ask you to go to another doctor because they don't do surgeries, or maybe something's wrong with your tooth and you have to have more surgery than what they can do, or they don't have the equipment to do it, and that will happen sometimes. So you just be aware of that. But please make sure, and even me, when I had the cyst come up here, it was a knot, you guys. You guys remember that? It was about the size of, I don't know, a walnut. No, a peanut. So, and I was scared, but the doctor assured me everything was fine. And we sent it off for biopsy and everything ended up fine. But I was nervous about that. A simple thing, you don't really know. I'm not in Kansas anymore, as I already say. I'm not in Kansas. And Billy even talked about that with his wife and daughter and the mishaps that's happened to him. So, man, please make sure that you double, triple, quadruple check. The doctors, I'm not sure. They graduate. I don't know, as Billy says, and in his video, if they got a C grade or a D grade. But sometimes I question that also. Now, I was diagnosed with typhoid. I knew I had typhoid because I had it for 2 or 3 weeks. I thought I was dying. I thought I was going to die. That's how bad I felt. And she had to peel me up and get in a tricycle to get me to the hospital. And come to find out, within 24 hours, I was feeling better because I took the proper medication instead of medications they have over the counter here. That's a no-no too. Go get the proper medication. So, when you go into the doctor and you're going to go do things, make sure you can get 1, 2, 3, 4. I really don't know what really the right answer is. If it's a serious issue, fly out of the country. Go to Guam, go back to the U.S. If you're from the U.S., Australia, UK, make sure you get a good opinion on something that happened. They were saying we got to take your heart out of your body and put it in over here, and then we're gonna fix what needs to be fixed. Well, you know what? That right there would scare you itself. I mean, it's like, are you kidding? I won't make it. I'm not going to make it. So that's something you really got to think about, you know. So if you're coming here, make sure you have an idea or a plan or a card or something, and actually have a plan, you know. So I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos. I got my beautiful wife standing over here, and I just want to show, there she is. And so my little driver, I'm going to take her driving again, except this time my mouth will be quiet and I will not be rude or mean. And what it was, come to find out, she could not see the bumps in the road because she's hitting everyone in the road. I said, "You not see the water in front of you? We're going in puddles." And she couldn't see it. And it was my fault. I did not realize she's so little she couldn't even see over the steering wheel. And I apologized to her. I apologize again. I already gave you 3 or 4 apologies, but I'm going to apologize again because I was getting on her. And she did an excellent job in driving. Once she got setting on something, she was actually fine. She can drive that van. It's just we want to critique it. I want to have a parallel park. I want to go into parking. I want to drive down a busy highway, get them experience. But before that, we're going to do the small driving around the blocks and things like that. Thank you always, guys. And thank you so much for everything you do. And we'll see you guys next time.